Welcome friends. Let us now discuss about the most sweetest and the sought after food called as the sugar. Introduction. Sugars in different forms have been used since prehistoric period and are found in naturally in the honey, fruits and dairy products. The four basic taste sensation of the human being include sweet, salt, sour, and bitter. Sugar is the generic name for the sweet tasting, soluble carbohydrates which are used in various cuisines. Sugar is used to impart taste and provide variety in the food. Sugars are basically carbohydrates that include the simple sugars or monosaccharides, example, glucose, fructose, and galactose. Compound sugars are also called as disaccharides or double sugar. Disaccharides include sucrose, lactose, and maltose. Sugars are found in the tissues of most of the plants. Honey and fruit contain abundant natural sources of simple sugar. Sugar adds sweet taste to the beverages, and caramelized sugar is also used to add color, flavor, and taste to puddings, custards, and cakes. Sugar helps to improve the texture in the baked products and is an essential part of the confectionery industry. Sugar syrup is used in the preparation of different delicacies. The property of crystallization of the sugars aids in the preparation of various sweets in different textures. Sugar can also act as a preservative in the preparation of jam and preserves. Let us see the nutritive value of sugar. Sugars are carbohydrates and they provide only energy to the body. They chiefly comprise of the monosaccharides and the disaccharides. Therefore, foods that contain relatively large amounts of sugar generally have low nutrient density, proportionately less protein, minerals, and vitamins. Molasses, prepared from the sugarcane juice, contains the natural ash of the plant from which it is made and furnishes some nutrients other than carbohydrate such as calcium and iron. This is the nutritive value of sugar per 100 gram. Here there is comparison between sugar, jaggery and honey. Energy given in kilocalories. In sugar it is 398 kilocalories. Jaggery has lesser 383 and honey is still lesser 319. Carbohydrates present in the sugar amounts to 99.4, in jaggery it is 95, which is very less in honey 79.5. When comparing the glycemic index of the sugar products, honey has a comparatively lesser glycemic index. Calcium in the sugar is 12, in jaggery it is higher 80, in honey it is very less 5. Iron content of sugar is 0.15 milligrams in sugar, 2.64 in jaggery, and 0.69 in honey. There are different types of sugars. Sugars are available in different forms. They are called as the granulated sugars, brown sugars, and the liquid sugars. Let us see in detail about the granulated sugars. The granulated sugar are of different types. Most of these sugars are used by food processors and professional bakers and not generally used in the households. The granule or crystal size of the sugar varies and each type of sugar has a functional characteristic. This is the image of the granulated sugar where we see the crystals of the sugar. Regular sugar or the fine sugar. This type of sugar is used for the common usage in the households, what we use for preparing our coffee or tea, and is incorporated in different types of sweet preparations. It is ideal for bulk processing and prevents caking in the sugar. Lump formation is prevented in the sugar. Next is the fruit sugar. The granule size of this sugar is finer than the regular sugar and is used in dry mixes such as the pudding mix and the gelatin desserts. You can see here the crystals that are very fine when compared with the earlier sugar which we saw. Baker's Special. This type of sugar is used extensively in the baking industry because the name itself indicates that its implication is in the baking industry. The crystal size of this sugar is small than that of the fruit sugar. It has been used in the preparation of donuts, cookies, and cakes, where it lends unique texture to the product. This is the Baker's Special, where we find that the granules are very fine. Next, we have the ultrafine, superfine, or the bar sugar. This type of sugar has the finest crystals among the granulated sugars. It is used in the preparation of fine textured cakes, meringues, fruit beverages, and iced drinks since it is easily soluble. We have the granulated, superfine sugar, and the confectioner sugar, and they can also be available in the form of cubes. Confectioners are the powdered sugar. The granulated sugar is ground to a powder and it is sieved to obtain the confectioner sugar. The regular crystalline sugar can be ground and then it can be sieved so that we get a powder-like sugar. This is called as the confectioner sugar or the powdered sugar. The powdered sugar has a tendency to cake, that is, it can form lumps when stored as such, and therefore to prevent this, 3% of cornstarch is added to the confectioner's sugar. This sugar is used in icings which are made over the cakes, confectionery, and also in the bakery products. The confectioner sugar, you can see that it is very fine and powder-like. Coarse sugar. The crystal size of the coarse sugar is larger than that of the regular sugar. It is prepared from the purest sugar liquor and is resistant to color changes and inversion. This property of the sugar is well utilized in the preparation of fondants, confections, and liquors. You can see here the coarse sugar where the crystal size is large than the regular sugar. Sanding sugar. The crystal size of the sanding sugar is large and is used both in the confection and baking industry. It is generally used for sprinkling on the top of the baked products. The large crystals would reflect light and give a sparkling appearance to the product. Sanding sugars, they are used for decoration and are available in different colors. The next type of sugar is called as the brown sugars. Under the brown sugars, there are various types. The first one is the Turbinado sugar. This is the raw sugar that has been partially processed by removing the surface molasses. Molasses is the preparation which contains the sugarcane juice. It has a light brown color and is often used in the preparation of tea. You can see here the Turbinado sugar, which has a brown coloration and it does not look white. Brown sugar, light and dark. The brown sugar consists of sugar crystals coated in a molasses syrup, which has a natural flavor and color. The dark brown sugar has a dark brown color and a strong molasses flavor than the light brown sugar. Light brown sugar is used in the preparation of butterscotch and glazes, and dark brown sugar is used to prepare gingerbread and plum pudding. What we call as the brown sugar or the nattu chakare. The Muscovado or the Barbados sugar, it is a specialty of the British. It has a dark brown color and a strong flavor of the molasses. The sugar crystals are coarse and sticky when compared with the regular sugar. The next type among the brown sugar is the free-flowing brown sugar. They are brown powder-like and brown in color. They are less moist than the regular sugar, so they don't cake and is free-flowing like the granulated sugar. Here you can see the Muscovado or the Barbados sugar, which have a dark brown coloration and the free-flowing brown sugar. The Demerara sugar, this type of sugar is popular in England. It is light brown in color and contains large golden colored crystals that are sticky, and they are used in the preparation of tea, coffee, or topping in the cereals. This is the Demerara sugar. The next type is the liquid sugars. Liquid sugars were prepared even before the preparation of granulated sugars. Liquid sucrose is the liquefied granulated sugar and used in products that require the incorporation of the liquid sugar. Amber liquid sucrose is dark in color and has a cane sugar flavor. They are light yellow in color. You can see the image of the liquid sugar. Next is the invert sugar. Chemical breakdown of sucrose or inversion of sucrose results in a mixture of glucose and fructose. It is available in a liquid form and it is sweeter than the granulated sugar. And this process of the conversion of sucrose to glucose and fructose is called as inversion. Invert sugar is used in the preparation of carbonated beverages and liquid products. This is the invert sugar. The D-glucose. This is a natural sugar, also called as dextrose in the confectionery industry, which we consume as an energy drink when required. It is available in packets, and whenever you feel low or whenever we feel that you don't have energy, we consume this glucose, and almost found in all the households. Honey and fruits are also rich in glucose. Glucose is commercially manufactured from the starch. D-fructose is a monosaccharide and is a hexose. This is also a natural sugar. Fructose is sweeter than sucrose and is found in honey and ripe fruits. It is used in confectionery industry to provide sweetness, flavor, and color to the product. Dextrose syrup. Dextrose is manufactured from starch, which is a multi-enzyme process. The carbohydrate composition of dextrose syrup is 94 to 98% glucose, 1 to 3% maltose, and 1 to 2% higher saccharides. You can see the image of the dextrose syrup. Corn syrup is a liquid sweetener and contains 75% carbohydrate and 25% water. Corn starch is subjected to hydrolysis in the presence of acid at high temperature. The composition of corn syrup contains 10 to 36% glucose and 9 to 20% maltose. The remainder is composed of higher sugars and dextrins, which means the polysaccharides are present. Corn syrup has the ability to inhibit crystallization in the food. This is the corn syrup that is available as a liquid. And the corn syrup is widely used in the baking industry. It enhances the citrus flavor in the fruit products that are used in the preparation of cola beverages. Dried corn syrup is also available in the market and is used in cereal bars, instant breakfast mixes, dry beverage mixes, and sauce mixes. High fructose corn syrup. Enzymatic isomerization of high quality dextrose syrup produces high fructose corn syrup. It is sweeter than sucrose. When used in food preparation, high fructose corn syrup inhibits crystallization in the food. It is used in baked products and in the confectionery industry. High fructose corn syrup also enhances the citrus flavor in fruit and in the cola beverages. This is the high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is marketed in three types as 42%, 55%, and 90% fructose, with 42 to 90% fructose, 52 to 90% glucose, 52 to 9% glucose, and 6 to 1% other sugars. The quality of high fructose corn syrup is considered to be superior to sugar at a particular concentration since its osmotic pressure is twice as that of sucrose. Isomalt Isomalt is prepared from beet sugar and is similar to sugar in its sweetness, taste, and technological properties. Isomalt also gives body and texture to foods, unlike the artificial sweeteners such as aspartame and saccharin. It is less hygroscopic, that is, its capacity to absorb water, and therefore product shelf life is better. This is the isomalt. Maltodextrins. Maltodextrin is prepared from cornstarch by controlled hydrolysis in the presence of enzymes. Functional properties include low hygroscopicity, bland flavor, extremely low sweetness, and the potential of retarding crystal formation in ice creams. It can also be used as a fat substitute. Maltodextrins are useful in retaining flavor and prevention of oxidation of unstable compounds. Maltodextrin image. Molasses is the residue that is left behind after sucrose crystals have been removed from the concentrated juices of sugarcane or sugar beet. It contains not more than 25% water and about 5% mineral ash. After the first crystallization of sucrose, the molasses is high in sugar and had a pale brown color. After the final process, a dark colored, bitter product is obtained with a relatively high mineral content called blackstrap molasses. This image shows the molasses, and maple syrup is a delicacy. It is expensive and is used for culinary and table purposes. It is prepared by evaporating the sap of sugar maple to a concentration containing not more than 35% of water. The juice of the maple is taken, and from this the maple syrup is prepared. This is the maple syrup. Honey is manufactured in one of the most efficient factories in the world, the beehive. The color and flavor of honey depends upon the source of the nectar that is present in the flower. The lighter colored honey has a mild flavor, while the darker colored honey has a strong flavor. Honey is primarily composed of fructose, glucose, and water. It also contains enzymes, minerals, vitamins, and amino acids. The image of honey. Honey is a golden colored viscous liquid, that is, it is thick, and there are different types of honey like the comb honey, cut comb, liquid honey, naturally crystallized honey, and the whipped honey. Honey has a long shelf life because of the low availability of water that does not support the growth of microorganisms and fermentation. So it does not spoil. Jaggery is a natural sugar prepared by concentrating the sugarcane juice. It is dark, coarse, and unrefined sugar. Jaggery accounts for 50% of the sugar that is eaten in India. Jaggery is prepared from sugarcane, coconut, date palm, and also palm. Sugarcane juice is extracted and cleared of all the suspended matter. All the dirt particles are removed. The sugarcane juice is then boiled while stirring continuously in order to avoid colloids, and chemical clarifying agents like lime is added during the boiling process. This is the jaggery which we use in our household. The finished product has a distinctive taste and is solid like a fudge. It does not easily crystallize because of the presence of invert sugar, and it is very much preferred when non-crystalline candies are prepared. It is used as a binder in the preparation of chikki, that are sweets, and puffed rice balls, that is pori urundai. Jaggery is preferred to sugar because it is rich in iron, gives color, it has a typical flavor, and gives body or thickness, and it is also less expensive. Caramel sugar. The brown color of caramel is due to the Maillard reaction. It is obtained from sugars when they are subjected to dry heat with certain additives or in concentrated solutions. Caramel is a polymer that contains about 143 volatile and non-volatile compounds. It contains caramelin, methyl imidazole, furans, fructose, glucose, alcohols, acids, aldehydes, esters, carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide as breakdown products. You can see here the caramel. Caramel has been widely used in brewing, preparation of vinegar, blending of alcohol and soft drinks. Caramel is also used in the preparation of biscuits, pickles, sauces and pastries. Caramel sugar can also be prepared from soybean, tapioca or sago. Therefore, caramel is a multi-purpose food additive that imparts color, flavor and sweetness